The trauma she'd be experiencing is her lower half as she tried to—
What?
The only trauma she'd be experiencing is her lower half as she tried to pump out more babies than a chav on heat.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
You ask on the internet, you either look like a boy from Mad Max—
What? Look at what this guy is saying. Look at what he's saying.
Isn't about you, darling, you don't matter. And depending who you ask on the internet, you either look like a boy from Mad Max or Cillian Murphy, and quite frankly, I'm going with this one.
Can we take a look at this guy? Since you want to draw comparisons and speak about Rhaenyra Targaryen, do you know who you're talking about? Do you know? Can we pull this up? Let me pull this up. How could he sit there looking the way he looks and speak about my queen like this? Do you know who you're talking to? Do you know who you're talking about? Play the music. Rhaenyra Targaryen, the first of her name, queen of the Andals and the Rhoynar, and the first man, right? Lady of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm. You are talking to my f***ing queen like that, bruv? My queen! You've lost your f***ing mind. Look at the state of this guy. It's making me mad, bro. I'm not even trying to say that if he was more good looking, he'd have ground to stand on to be talking about the way she looks and making fun of her appearance and saying all these insensitive, f***ed weird, childish things that he... Look at this nigga, bro. I've never seen such an obvious case of the cat calling the kettle black or
what?
What is it called? Whatever it's called. You literally look like you've accomplished nothing in your life. If you can dish it out, best believe you should be able to take it. That's what I believe, right? That's what I believe. As a man, if you want to sit there and talk shit on, how old is she? 26. Well, I'm 22, so yeah. But if you want to sit here and chat shit and beef and have beef with a 26-year-old actress, if you can dish it out, best believe you should be able to take it.
That were designed for men and—
Are your teeth designed for men, mate? Let's stay in his teeth. Are your teeth designed for men? Damn. Can we get editing MAB zoom? Damn. Zoom. Let's slow this down. They're definitely not designed for my two eyeballs. Best believe. I don't want to look at them. But I think it's funny to see how little you take care of yourself and you have all this shit to say about people, about my f***ing queen. So let's have a look. We'll have a look. Girls will have a look.
Women kicked ass, but they were definitely solidly in that binary. Why? Because they were—
look at his bum teeth! You're clapped, mate. You're f***ing clapped, mate. And you have all of this to say. You have all this shit to say about my queen Rhaenyra. All of this to say about my queen. You're clapped. You're f***ing ugly as f***. Alright? It's like Milly did her homework because people question CW's Supergirl sexuality. What's wrong with saying something accurate? It's not accurate to what he believes, so it's not accurate, bro. That's the way this works with these people. If it's not what they want, it's not real. Reality is only what they perceive it to be. It's what he wants it to be. It's what he wants her to look like. And because she doesn't look like what he wants her to look like, he has a problem. Does anybody want you? Damn. I don't think somebody like this guy has ever been with somebody who's actually liked them for who they are and who they look like. That's tough. Because what the f***? Where does one that looks like this gain the audacity to speak about my queen like this? You talk about my queen like this? Where does he have the balls to talk about girls like this? You sit in your house and make hate videos on films. All he does is make hate videos, slop hate videos. That's all you do. And all these incel weirdos eat it up, do you get me? Because they all sit in their house and look the same. They look just like this nigga.
We could play a game of spot the difference here. So far, the only thing I've got is you've got an upturned nose, and he has better eyebrows.
What a fucking loser. Seriously, look at the state of this fella.
So honestly, I'm kind of honored. I think because she doesn't live inside the binary of what we think a woman should be, that is what makes her so special and so exciting and so new.
New? It's all we've seen for a decade now. Honestly, it's as if you lived under a rock, but these people can only comprehend themselves. I've not done the role, that means it's original.
I am disgusted.
Can you just look at his body language? Just inspect his body language.
I've not done the role, that means it's original. I can lived under a rock, but these people can only comprehend themselves. I've not done the role, that means it's original.
Look at the state of this guy. Look at this. Actually, look at this man. He's actually a mole. Like he's a rat. I'm not saying I'm the most good-looking, conventionally attractive fella, yeah? If you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. But if you want to sit there, right, and say all this stuff about people's appearance, oh my God. Look in the mirror, bro. Look in the fucking mirror. He looks like Asmongold's cousin. Yeah, they look like brothers.
This is one of the foundational problems of Hollywood nowadays.
I think that
Oh my God, I can't stand him. Brush your fucking teeth, you dirty cunt. I shouldn't say that word. Yeah, this is gonna have to get unlisted. Yep. He looks like he doesn't shower, bro. He doesn't brush his teeth. He doesn't shower. He clearly doesn't get haircuts. You get me? I don't know what this guy. What does he even do? Where's that meme? Editing it, maybe put that meme there. What does he even do? Like, what does he even do? I bet he never pulls his hair back. I don't think he's ever pulled a girl's hair back either.
Yeah, boy. Over time, we've had Black Widow, Kate Beckinsale, and Underworld, and of course, Tomb Raider. All of these women kicked ass, but they were definitely solidly in that binary. Why? Because they were designed for men, and they.
What does designed for men mean? Question, what does that mean, guys?
You've got a mismatch between your marketing and the target audience of the movie, or what should be the target audience.
Again, he believes the target audience should be horny, 30-year-old chud, scumbag, incels that sit in their room and hate on 26-year-olds to make money on YouTube. That's what the target audience should be. Which is him, by the way. That's him.
Every single part of the movie, including her, everything she does, and the way she looks, should be centered around them and their desires.
And the way and them and their desires!
Brother,
listen to this f***ing guy!
What's that?
Everything she does and the way she looks should be centered around them and their desires.
Oh, hell
Their
no.
desires? That's such a nasty word to use. What desire in what sense? Desires in what sense? You sound like such a fucking creepy fucker. That's so gross. Yeah, bro. Who even says that? Bryce, who says that?
She does.
He might be a pedo. I would not be surprised if this guy likes children. I would not be surprised. I'm sorry. Look at the state of him. They're gonna catch him in a fucking Walmart. Or actually, in his case, a Tesco. Trying to meet with a 12-year-old girl, bro. Who watches a superhero movie to fulfill their desires? This guy, clearly. Clearly, this guy watches superhero movies to fulfill his desires, so I'm sure he was a big fan of Logan. Not because of Logan, maybe because of X-23. Maybe if Logan is his favorite movie because he got to look at X-23 for the whole movie because he's a fucking weirdo. Ugh. I would feel bad if this guy was nicer. I wouldn't be going in as hard as I am if he was a little bit nicer, but fucking hell, mate, he called my queen a troll. He called her a troll. The gloves are off. He called her a troll. He makes Bruno Fernandes look like Ronaldo. Leave Milly out of this, bro. She's a fucking Hollywood star. And you're just a sad fucking incel in your gaff. Chatting shit. They always use screenshots of the trailer show she's attractive. Man, let me just pull up a picture of Milly real quick. Let me pull up a picture of my queen real quick. Right? If you were to look at my queen and you tell me that she's clapped, you're just capping. Like, you're just capping. Like, you're actually just capping. She's very pretty. What are we talking about? Look at my queen. She's not ugly, bro. Look at her. What is he on about? They literally choose the most unappealing photo of her to use to try and slander. This is how she looks like, guys. Talk about my queen again.
Because they were designed for men and they wanted to look good doing it. Contrast it to Milly, who should have gone, it's just my job to look good for everybody. Instead she went, I'm honored that you think I look like a man.
Do you even look like a man?
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Does he look like a man? Does this guy look like a man to you? What type of f***ing man are you? The way you said ugly sounded so Irish. Maybe it's because I am. You don't look like much of a man to me. You don't look like much of a fucking man to me, mate. I'd feel bad if this fella carried himself a little bit better. If he was willing to not sit here and speak about my queen in that way, then I'd feel a little bit less inclined to go in on him like this. But the honest truth is, right? The honest truth is, you look like a fucking moron, incel, scumbag. You look dirty, like. He looks dirty. Show the clip of his teeth again. Editing MAB, show the clip of his teeth again. This is a man.
Instead of, look, everyone's welcome to like the character how they want. If that's what they're into, that's fine. But I'm here to just look good on the screen and be hot for everybody.
So that's what he wants, right? He wants it to be good on the screen and look hot for everybody, instead of actually having the character arc or actually being a good actor. That's why Gal Gadot was able to get away with this shit, guys. Because she's conventionally attractive, even though she's a Zionist. That's why she was able to do those movies and make all that money with Wonder Woman. As if she's a good... Kal-El, no. Kal-El, no. We all seen that shit. What are we talking about, bro? She's not a good actor. She's not a good actor. Because of dumb chuds like this guy, they probably went to see the movie because she looks good. You get me?
Her, of course, is one of the last two people of her species. She is 100% going to repopulate the universe, and that definitely means she's there for men. That's a lot.
What the fuck? She would never want to repopulate the universe with Kryptonians. And the fact that you think that that's what she would want to do. Oh my god, man. Oh my... Like, where's your mind? Like, where's your mind at, bro?
Definitely means she's there for men.
She's there for men. What the fuck? This guy makes... He's nasty. No, don't yeah, bro. I meant to press this. This guy is sus. Yeah? This guy is very sus. I don't like it. I don't like the way he talks like that. Repopulate? What the f...
That's a lot better story than one about depression. Sorry.
What'd you say?
And that definitely means she's there for men. That's a lot better story than one about depression. Sorry.
Trauma.
So there's a problem with a superhero movie being about depression.
You serious?
So now there's a problem with the superhero movie being about depression. Depression isn't an interesting topic. So what about this depressed old mutant? What about this guy? Was he not depressed? Was he not depressed? Huh? What are we talking about? What about this guy? Is he not depressed? Does he not feel survivor's guilt after what happened to his dad? Has this guy ever watched a superhero movie ever? What about this one? This is a very, very depressing movie, mate. Batman! Oh my, how could I forget? How could I forget? How could I forget? So depression isn't like, it's not a thing that is, it's not a topic that we talk about in superhero films. What a fucking moron. Look, this guy is genuinely just a nasty fucking chud. Look at the state of him. He probably smells. He definitely smells. Every superhero origin story is tragedy. Every single one. There isn't a superhero story that isn't about tragedy. There isn't a superhero that doesn't go through depression. It's kind of what makes them who they are. Oh my god. Spider-Man, in Spider-Man Brand New Day, he's so depressed. He's so depressed that everybody he ever knows has forgotten who he is. How stupid does that sound to you? Moon Knight is about depression. You see? There's so many.
That meant she doubled down in the next interview, and all she had to do was follow her own advice.
Okay. Dogs are better than people because they don't talk.
This is one of the...
Yeah, she's 100% being 100% fucking serious in this interview. Look at her.
Because they don't talk.
I can't believe you said that! I can't believe you would say that dogs are better than humans because they don't talk. Oh my god! You're such a fucking incel stupid chode. There's no way you think she's being serious. There's actually no way you think she's being serious. But that's the problem with these guys. They're all tapped, bro. They're all fucking dumb.
This is one of...
Simple comprehension is so difficult for you to understand. He looks like he supports City. Now I feel like that's too much grace, actually. You're giving him too much grace. He looks like he supports Getafe. Yeah? He looks like he supports Getafe in Spain. That's who he looks like he supports, yeah?
The one opportunities in life where it actually would have been beneficial for her to come across as a...
God, I keep seeing his dirty fucking nasty teeth, lads. Fucking hell. I don't know if I'll be able to watch this whole video. Like, I don't know how much longer I can look at this guy. Holy shit.
That's something that you explored.
Listen, but in honor of Pride Month...
I'm not really sure what the month has to do with it. Her entire planet has been destroyed. We'd be about to witness the biggest baby boom in history.
So, the reason why it has something to do with Pride Month is because the movie is releasing in the Pride Month. It's releasing in June. You're asking her a question about Supergirl liking girls. So guess what, mate? She's talking about Pride Month because Pride Month is in June. What? let's create a scenario. I'm Macaulay Culkin, and I'm doing a remake for a Home Alone series, right? I'm Macaulay Culkin doing a remake for a Home Alone series. Macaulay Culkin, hi, what's up? I'm MAB. I'm interviewing for the MAB show. Do you like winter? I mean, yeah, of course I love winter. Christmas is in winter. It's my favorite holiday. That's basically what just happened right there. That is exactly what just happened right there. But because she mentioned gay, it's like a trigger word for you. Like your mind just goes crazy. You just can't have it, bro. What do you mean, pride? Always remember, these are the lads that be in the comments. These are the lads that be in the comments putting goblin emojis under her photos, in her comment sections, trying to say that she looks like X, Y, and Z. She looks like this, she looks like that. This is what he thinks that she should be doing. These are the jokes. This is what he thinks is funny. He thinks this is funny. Like, this is like...
in history. The only trauma she'd be experiencing is her lower half as she tried to pump out more babies than a chav on heat.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck? When these guys say stuff like this, it makes me so embarrassed to be, like, interested in my interests. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm not this type of person, but there's so many of this guy that like nerdy shit, right? That it almost feels like I'm embarrassed to embrace it. Do you get me? Like, I'm embarrassed to be associated with people like this. He must be doing it on purpose, right?
Yes, look, I don't really care if you're in love with him, but your planet's been destroyed. You better start popping him out either.
I don't think she cares very much about popping them out, mate. Like, what? He looks like Hopper from... You're disrespecting Hopper. You're disrespecting Hopper. Hopper is a good-looking man. Have you seen Hopper in season 4? Oh my goodness. Hopper's a good-looking fella. You get me? Like, don't do that. There's no thoughts behind his mind. Olivia, I'm with you. I'm with you, Olivia. I just don't... It's like unbelievable, the stuff that these people say. But they can say it because there's so many... This video has how many views? 185,000 views on this video. 12,000 likes on this video, by the way. Like, people really agree with this guy. It's disgusting.
But as to the other part...
Said it's not centered around a man.
There are two ways you can take this statement. Obviously, it's not centered around that. It's Supergirl. She's the main character in a...
Hey! Did it actually just make sense, guys? Whoa! Play it again! Play it again! Wait, he actually made sense for once.
There are two ways you can take this statement. Obviously, it's not centered around that. It's Supergirl. She's the main character in her own...
Yes! 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 Well done! He's doing so well. But what does he say after?
But the other way would be, of course it should be centered around them. They're the audience. Every single...
And then he goes and he does it again. He's done it again. He's done it again. So he has the ability to think and he just chooses to be, yeah. I can't say that, but yeah. Damn, I'm gonna have to censor this. Olivia, I don't think I can show this. Olivia, you're trying to get me in trouble, man. I can't show that word on YouTube, man.